Alright guys, today I'm by myself, but I'm gonna record a little video for y'all of my haul from this summer. I really like spending money, and I've spent a lot of it, so I'm gonna show you what I spent it on. So some of you know, some of you don't, I'm a really big collector of physical media. I work in entertainment, I love music, I love film, all of the above. So it's really important for me to go and find original copies of, the fun back in the day kind of stuff, the vintage. So I'm gonna start out with records because my record collection is, very important to me. And I'll make a separate video about actually record collecting, but I'm just gonna start out with some of the records I got this summer. So this goes, I think one of these is from April, but I got it in May, so I'm counting it. But anyways, this one, first one, is the Vinnie Vincent Invasion album. I've been looking for this bad boy for a very long time. So when I finally found it and it wasn't $4,000, I had to get it. It's in good condition too. So this is my first find. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Next up, so we had record store day. I didn't get anything on record store day, actually, but I did go back and order it afterwards, and I ordered like what I actually wanted and not have to wait in line for 7 hours for it. So I got the Sweet record. Great band. Go listen to them. They're kind of underrated, but they've got some really good songs, and this is a lot of them, like the demos and the outtakes from their albums. So I had to get this one. Pretty cool. Record store day exclusive. I like this one quite a lot. And then I got another one from record store day. I have to edit that. The Motley Crue Smoking in the Boys' Room picture disc. Check it. Isn't it cool? Smoking in the Boys' Room. If you watched our Motley Crue top 5 video, if you haven't, go watch it. But if you haven't, this was definitely in my top 5. So, and like, look how cool this picture is. I like this picture. And it's got Mick Mars in it, which is, win-win. After that, I got some Ghost albums. Y'all know I love Ghost. Go watch that top 5 too. But I got this one right here, which has some big hits on it. I haven't opened it yet. This is a new copy. So, no vintage here, but pretty cool. Love it. Great album. And then I got another Ghost album because they had a new album come out. So I bought this right here. Skeleton. Great album. It comes with like the vinyl cover, so it's on my record player. And I did get the CD for this too, but I totally forgot to get it out of the box. But I do have the CD for this one also. Look how shiny it is. Very pretty. Shout out Ghost for making some of the prettiest album covers. They're always very nice. Then I got this bad boy. Peter Criss Out of Control. Peter Criss solo album. You don't see these in the wild very much, but I found this one in the wild, so I had to get it. I found it because like a new record store opened up, and I guess they found it and they're like way backlogs, and they were like, oh, we'll put it on sale for like $10. And I was like, that's what I've been looking for. This is expensive. So I got it. Pretty good album. Not my favorite, but pretty good. And then I got Metallica, Ride the Lightning. I got this one right after we went to see Metallica this summer. This is my first Metallica album, surprisingly, but all their stuff's super expensive, so it's hard for me to go out and spend money on it. But I got this one because it's my favorite. Go watch our Metallica top 5. And then when I went to London, I got some pretty cool stuff. The first thing I got when I was there was this White Zombie album. I've got this one on CD too, but I saw it on vinyl. I can't show you the back for monetization reasons, but you can look at it from here. go watch our Rob Zombie top 5. But I got this one, and I also got this from the Jack White store when we were there. This is Jack White and the Muppets. Huge Muppets fan, huge Jack White fan. Y'all know I had to pick this one up. I don't even think I can actually play singles on my record player, but it just looks cool. It was like $5. I had to get it. And to finish off the records today, we have Kiss, Hotter Than Hell. This is an original print. And I actually found this one at the same place I found the Peter Criss record. Coincident? I don't know. This is almost finishing out my Kiss collection, and you'll see later that I have quite a lot of it. But this was a big deal find for me. Love this record. Great album. Go watch our 5,000 Kiss videos we've made. They're good. Moving on. More music. I'm going to hit my CDs now because I didn't buy a lot of CDs. Like I said, the Ghost one, but I totally forgot about it. I have it though. But I also went and I found the Kiss Monster. It's supposed to be like lenticular. I don't know if you can see that though. Either way, Kiss Monster, pretty good album, sort of. Go watch our video on it. But I had this thing that I said I was going to get all of the Kiss albums in the era that their media was in. So the 70s albums on vinyl, the 80s on cassette, and the 90s and 2000s in CDs. So that's why I had to get this bad boy on CD. And also, I got Sonic Boom on CD because, you know, this one's kind of interesting because I found this one on a thrift store on the floor. Hello? Okay. Anyways, I found this one literally under a desk on the floor at a random antique mall. And I was like, hey, that kind of looks like Sonic Boom. And it was the day after we filmed the video on these two albums. And I was like, no way, what a coincidence, right? Sure enough, $2 right here, bad boy. $2. They don't like that album. That's all for CDs. Like I said, I don't do a lot of CD stuff. But you know what I do? A lot of cassettes. So we're going to get right into the cassettes, starting with my non-Kiss ones. It's Vinnie Vincent Invasion again. These are going to be kind of hard to see. They're small. But this is Vinnie Vincent Invasion. I believe this is, yeah, All Systems Go. So this is the second album they released. 2 of 2. And this one has like the best songs on it, in my opinion. So I had to grab this one. Paid a little bit more than I wanted to for it, but I've never seen one, so I had to get it. Then I got Poison, Open Up and Say Ah. This is one of my favorite album covers of all time because, I mean, like, look how crazy it is. And this did not go over well. People did not like this album cover at all, but it's Poison. And it's got some of their biggest hits on it. So there again, had to grab it. Same day, I found this Prince album, Around the World in a Day. This one has Raspberry Beret on it and some other good songs. But, you know, Raspberry Beret is one of my favorites. Go watch the Prince video. Go do it. So I grabbed this one too for very cheap because cassettes, people don't appreciate cassettes anymore. You can buy these things for like $2. Get them. Then I got Night Ranger, one of my favorite bands. I saw them a year ago. Greatest hits, so you can't go wrong with a greatest hits album. Shout out Night Ranger. They're super cool, and they make great music. Now I got Ghost, again, but on cassette. This also hasn't been opened yet because it's brand new, but I got one because it's cool. This one still has the price tag on it. Don't look at that. But this is Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. I'm not a huge Pink Floyd listener, but it's an iconic cover, and it's one that I probably won't be finding on an original record, so I can find it on an original cassette. And this works for me. It was $4, so. And then another $4 one, I think I got these from the same place, was Faith by George Michael. I also really love George Michael, so a lot of these I get because they're albums I actually listen to. I don't just get them because, like, they're cool. And this is a great album. Shout out George Michael. We should do a top 5 George Michael. That'll come up. Now we're gonna move on to my Kiss cassettes. Many of these were gifted to me, so I actually have no idea how much they cost. This was Kiss Alive. Iconic. What else do you say about that album? It's great. Kiss Hotter Than Hell. Check it. I know I said that I was gonna do 80s only, but I mean, if I find it, I mean, I might as well get it, right? And then I've got the solo Paul Stanley album and the Peter Criss. You can tell they were printed at different times. Check that out. Kind of cool. So Paul Stanley and Peter Criss. I have Ace Frehley too, but I got that one a long time ago. So now I'm only looking for Gene. So crossing my fingers that I find that one. And then we have Kiss Animalize, which I love that one. It's great. That one actually is an 80s album, so I did something right. All right. So now we're gonna get into VHS. I love VHS just as much as I love any kind of music. But the problem with VHS is I said I would only collect horror or sci-fi horror, which is very hard to find that they're not like $50. So my collection with this is a lot smaller. But before we get to the horror ones, we're gonna do my music ones. So I found this one also at a thrift store. It was like, I always find things like in drawers or like under tables. So this is Metallica S&M. This is their big orchestra performance. And this is one of the best performances I've ever watched in my life. And it sounds so good. It's a chef's kiss performance. So I also saw it on CD, but I didn't buy it on CD. I'd rather have it on VHS. I think it's cool. So got this bad boy. And then I was gifted this one. This is Queen, We Will Rock You. So this is a nice little 90 minutes of their concert hits. I love Queen. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. We also haven't done a Queen video yet. I think that would be too hard. I think I like all their music too much. But this is really cool. I am still looking for the Wembley performance. I've seen it, and then I gave it away. So I'm going to get it again. But I'll take this one. It's pretty cool. I also, for those of you who see my background here, huge fan of Eric Singer, and I have the Eric Singer drum lesson video, original, signed on a VHS, and I have a bootleg copy that I found at Goodwill for like $1. So I have both, and I think in total for both of them I paid $8. So I'll take it. Then I got Jurassic Park, a classic. I love this movie. I don't so much love the new one. Go watch our review on that. But this one is great. So I'd like to get the first one. I'd like to get the second and third one too. Just get the trilogy of these. Great movie. And then I got an original Friday the 13th. I think this is actually not an original. I think it's from the 90s, but I'll take it either way. Classic movie. One of the best. So Friday the 13th. This will probably be the only Friday the 13th movie I get. It's really the only one I like, but still cool nonetheless. And then last but not least, we have Terminator. I found this one at a convention that we went to pretty recently. And this is actually one of the only things I bought from the convention. But I saw it and I was like, I'm never going to find another Terminator. So I grabbed this one right here. And that's all for VHS ones. Now we're going to go into the miscellaneous category because there's some interesting stuff in here too. So recently we went to a convention and it was up in Dallas, Georgia. And honestly, we heard about it kind of last minute, and I had 2 shows the day before, but I was like, we're going. because why not? So first of all, we met Arthur Suidam. I think I'm saying that right. We've met him a couple times, so we've gotten quite a lot of his work in the past. But we decided to get a Wolverine book. Look how cool that is. He does all the zombies, and these are all signed. So we've got a nice Wolverine book here. And then we've got this Kiss Zombies one. I've loved these books forever, and when I saw one on his table, I was like, I know I gotta get this. So I got this one, the Paul Stanley one. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then right next to Arthur Suidam was, you know, Ted DiBiase, because those two go together. But I got a nice signed photo of Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, and I also got a picture insert here because I got to hold his belt, which was kind of like the main point of going. I really just wanted to hold the $sign belt. I thought that was really cool. But he was a great guy, and we love wrestling, so it's my first wrestling autograph, besides Del Toro Borg, but that was kind of for music, but, you know, same thing. First actual only wrestler thing that I got. So, shout out to him. He's awesome. And now we're going to move to things I didn't get at the convention. So, I went to London. Surprise, if you look on our community page, which you should be following, by the way, I went to London for a couple weeks to study, and I will be making videos on that. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'm working on it. Took a lot of footage. So the things that I bought a lot of t-shirts and stuff, but some of the main ones were this from Abbey Road. I went in Abbey Road. Isn't that crazy? Like, we went in the studio and all, and it's not open to the public, so I went in. And I got this. This is a Christmas ornament, but I thought it was cool because it's gold and it looks like a record, and it's got the logo in it. And everything else I got from Abbey Road was a t-shirt. So this is the only thing I could show on here without looking dumb. And then we went to the Cavern Club in Liverpool, which is, you know, where the Beatles kind of were there all the time. And that is such a cool place. Everybody who is anybody from over there has played at the Cavern Club. And while we were there, I saw this picture and I was like, man, I need this picture. This is the Beatles performing with their original band, aka before Ringo, at the Cavern Club. Super cool. I love the Beatles. That trip was like heaven on earth for me to go see where the Beatles started and lived and all of the above. So I had to get that to commemorate my trip to the Cavern Club. Then, after London, I went thrifting some more, and I found this Metallica Death Magnetic lunchbox. This was actually a gift to me too, but it's a coffin. How cool is that? It's super loud, and it was $1. You can't beat that. But I haven't seen a whole lot of like Metallica stuff in thrift stores because all their stuff is expensive. So whenever you find something, you gotta jump on it. And this is a cool design, and I'll put jewelry or something in it. Then I got some wrestlers, guys. I got some wrestlers. I went to a toy store, and I got this Chris Jericho AEW. Is it like an 8? It's a gear pack, is what they call it, which I thought was funny because you can like put him in all kinds of different outfits, and he's got all kinds of different microphones, and you can pose him however. Super cool. He's never coming out of the box. It's staying in the box forever. But what's not in the box is when I went to an antique mall and I found a bunch of wrestlers in these little plastic bags, which is how you know they're good, when you find them in the little plastic bags. So, of course, obviously, I got The Undertaker. Let me swatch him like you do makeup. Check that out. How cool. Yes, The Undertaker. He's my favorite wrestler. I don't care if y'all call me basic for that. I don't care. He's my favorite. I hate to say it. But, yeah. I'll probably start a collection if I find more of these things and do like an Undertaker collection on my shelf somewhere. But Yeah, and I promise this will not be the last thing that I get this summer because we still have August. And Halloween's coming up. So when Halloween comes up, I go Halloween shopping at least once every day. So I'll be doing a lot of videos about what I buy, what I like. When Spirit Halloween opens, it's all over. I'm there all the time. So make sure you follow our Instagram because that's where I'll be posting quite a lot of my Halloween finds. And I mean, I might just post if I buy some cool stuff. But I really just wanted to post a update because I did my Kiss haul a long time ago. So now I want to do my everything else haul. And I'll probably do this again in another 3 months. So stay tuned. Tell me if you like to go thrifting, what you like to buy. Let me know. And I'll see you next time.